Hello folks and welcome to LivePlay Sports.tv's coverage of Alumni Day on the baseball field of Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California. A day celebrating 25 years of Coach Tom Dill at this program, which has resulted in 21 Mission League titles. Many players moving on to play college, pro baseball, major leagues. We started our morning with the Home Run Derby. That was an alumni Home Run Derby, won by current assistant coach Robert Dickman. It was tough to get the ball out of here. We had a storm come through last night, so there are some wet conditions on the field, probably on the ball as well. But Dickman, the left-handed hitter who played college ball at Pepperdine and UCLA and also in the Tampa Bay Rays organization, ended up taking home the title, edging out Justin Bunch, the Bunch Man, who played his college ball for the Wildcats of Kentucky. We're just getting ready for some festivities as you see the balloons lining the batter's box. We'll be meeting players on the current varsity roster, the alumni, of course. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan. I'll have your, we'll call it play-by-play. It should be more of a fun, loose game. Learn about these players. Good turnout Saturday morning coming out. I would say most of us thought this game may not happen because of the weather conditions, but everyone is here as you see the players line up in the navy and the gold. From Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, state-of-the-art facility, one of the best fields you'll find at the high school level. And we'll get ready for player introductions.
Number 27, Owen Hackman. Number 8, Anthony Ciccarelli.
So we're currently meeting the freshman team on the first base line.
Stephen Hunt. Number 10, Connor Nelson. Number 12, Saxon Real. Number 2, Spencer Marston. Number 4, Matthew Jacobson. Number 3, Jake Dicker. Number 14, Philip Garcia. Number 13, Owen Cornick. Number 5, Alexander Green. Number 11, number 19, Ben Henry. Number 9, Angelo Lucas. Number 1, Jackson Labini. Number 20, Chase Nelson. And number 22, Ryan Tang. The freshmen are coached by Phil Hanna and Tim Cunningham. Now the junior varsity.
The JV team on the
JV in 2017.
left in the gold jerseys. Let's meet them.
Number 14, Diego Vaquero. Number 9, Thomas Barrett. Number 17, Dominic Bernal. Number 1, Masai Dorsey. Number 26, Michael Afisian. Number 15, Ethan Firestone. Number 20, Alvaro Gatica. Number 21, Robert Gordon. Number 2, Nicholas Iverson. Number 22, Joshua Kim. Number 18, Jaden Clemick. Number 27, Jules Nye. Number 44, Stephen Miller. Number 12, Jeffrey Parentoni. Number 24, Tyler Stromberg.
And number 4, Nicholas Walker. The head coach of the JV is Brian Malone, and the assistant coach Edgar Maldonado.
And that's the junior varsity.
All right, here we go. Here's the varsity roster in 2017. Number 1, Devin Cornelius.
Now with the varsity introductions, emerging from the dugout, they had to give number 1 Devin Ornelius a little push out to home plate. I wasn't sure where to go.
Number 2, Jesse Bacall. Number 3, Connor Skirtek. Number 4, Josh Perlmutter. Number 5, Hunter Green. Number 7, Dalen Reyes. Number 10, Drew Litwin. Number 11, Noah Taylor. Number 16, Isaac Amador. Number 18, Matthew Hamilton. Number 19, Michael Whiteside. Number 20, Jalen Parks. Number 21, Chase Rowe. Number 22, Ian White. Number 23, Lucas Gordon. Number 24, Cole Dale. Number 27, Grant Berman. And number 44, Carter Kessinger. Now you'll note, we did not call the seniors, which we'll do now.
Now we'll meet the seniors of this year's varsity squad.
On the varsity for 2017.
It's kind of the unofficial start of the baseball season, so the seniors will be introduced, joined by some of their parents out there.
Parents for presentation at home plate. Number 4, Josh Perlmutter.
Josh Perlmutter, the infielder.
By his mom, Wendy, and his dad, David. Josh intends to play baseball in college. He'll major in business and sports management.
With the photo op and home plate.
All right. Number 5, Hunter Green.
That's number 5, Hunter Green.
Hunter is joined at home
We'll
plate
talk
by
about
his
him
mom, Senator, his dad, Russell,
probably a lot
his sister,
today.
Liberty, and his brother, Ethan.
Joined by his family at home plate. Hunter, pretty much the consensus #1
Hunter will be
prospect in
playing
the country.
baseball next year. As he notes, either at UCLA or more likely in the MLB. Hunter Green. Green family.
Green, a shortstop and a pitcher.
All right. Number 8, Logan Pollack.
That's number 8, Logan Pollock, an infielder.
Hunter's mom, Solange, and his sister, Leah.
Met by his mother and sister at home plate.
Logan will be playing baseball at Michigan, studying business, beginning Number 9, Frankie Campanella.
It's number 9, Frankie Campanella.
Frankie's joined by his mom, Sandy, and his dad, Jay.
Gives his mom the flowers.
Frankie will be going to school next year in college, and he intends to study film. Okay, number 12, Justin Rourke.
Number 12, Justin Rorick, a catcher and infielder.
Justin's joined by his mom, Tina, his dad, Tim, and his sister, Jenna. Number 15, Dylan Esquivel.
15, Dylan Esquivel
Looks like Dylan got
is your next senior, meeting his family at home plate.
Dylan's joined by his mom, Alvina, his dad, Eddie, brothers, Devin and Eric.
So far, that's definitely the most family members we've seen in the batter's box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 members of Dylan's family at home plate.
Dylan will be attending college in the fall and majoring in pre-med. Number 26, Bronson Ballholm.
Number 26, Bronson Ballholm, catcher and outfielder.
Bronson is joined by his mom, Kathleen, his dad, Neil, brother Hutch, and sister, Presley.
Mom and sister with nearly matching hats.
Bronson will be playing baseball in college and majoring in engineering. Number 28, Ryan Winters.
Number 28, the right-handed pitcher, Ryan Winters.
Ryan's joined by his mom, Marisol, dad, Jay, and granddad, Miguel. Ryan will be studying business next year, and he hopes to become a sports manager. And our last but not least, senior number 31, Brennan Hart.
The last senior introduced, number 31, Brennan Hart, left-handed pitcher.
Brennan's met by his mom, Sharon. Brennan will be in college next
Takes
year
the
and
final
will be
shot
majoring in math and physics.
with his mother.
That, ladies and gentlemen, are our seniors on the varsity in 2017 and all the players in the Notre Dame baseball program. Give them a hand.
So that's the 2017 roster for the varsity. Seniors posed together for a picture at home plate. Along with Coach Tom Dill.
No, that's good. All right, folks, I'd like now to introduce the alumni who have braved the weather and come today to come into our game. So we can have the alumni.
Now we will meet the alumni. They're already warmed up. They had the home run derby this morning. they might have needed the most warming up. I'm guessing they don't play as often as these players do now. As they make a slow retreat out to the first base line. Alumni.
All right. Wearing number 1 today, Andrew Tapia. Wearing number 2, Peyton Milone. Number 5, Bob Bryce. Number 7, Justin Bunch. Number 8, Max Besky. Number 12, Robert Dickman. Number 16, Alec Moss. Number 18, Philip Polanco. Number 27, Nick Rodate. Number 28, Kevin Jerkins. Number 30, Pedro Alzape. And number 32, Tim DeGrasse.
And that's your alumni team today.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Brett Lloyd.
Have a speaker on the field, Brett Lowert. See what he has to say.
Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you especially to the alumni for coming back to Notre Dame High School. This is a great day every year to kick off the baseball season. This season especially important in that it's Coach Dill's 20. So we need to recognize Tom for his achievements, his dedication, his loyalty, and his service to Notre Dame High School, in particular, all of the baseball players that have come through. We have some special guests that are here just to support Tom in this, his 25th season. We have Mrs. Stevie Conley, our principal of 19 years. Stevie, accompanied by Coach Rooney, who was one of the guys that hired Tom 25 years ago. We have Tom's parents. Where are you? Tom's parents are here. Come on out. Yeah, absolutely. It's great to have you here. Thank you for sharing your son with us for all of these great years at Notre Dame High School. We have Tom's brother and sister-in-law and niece here too, with the Tom Dill Fathead. We have the principal that was at Notre Dame High School that hired Tom, David Doyle. Dave is here. We have Tom's wife, Brenda, who's here. He certainly couldn't have done any of this without her support. Let me just run down a few things that have happened over the course of the last 25 years. You can see this information on our website on the baseball page, but it's important for everybody to understand the achievements that the Notre Dame baseball program has had in the last 25 years. Notre Dame has gone to the playoffs, CIF playoffs 15 times.
there have been 8 20-win seasons, 5 tournament titles, 4 league titles, 3 national and 3 state top 10 rankings. 52 players that have played for Tom have been named to the All-CIF list. 40 professional baseball players have come through the ranks here. This is probably, I think Tom will tell you, this is probably his most important achievement. Over 400 baseball players have maintained a collective GPA of over 3.2. That's over 25 years. And no player that has ever played for Tom has been academically ineligible. So what I would say to Tom on behalf of all of Notre Dame High School alumni, faculty, staff, students, and especially baseball players, and I'd add parents too, is just thank you. Thank you very much for your service, Coach. Coach, come up here. I want to introduce, before we hand it over to Tom, because he's going to be modest and humble and he's not going to want to say anything about himself, I want to invite Linda Gunn and her son Kevin Jerkins, class of '98, to come up and just say a few words. They have a gift, and Alan is here too, from the class of '94.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll keep this brief. I just wanted to, on behalf of the alumni, the current team, all of the individuals, the young men that you've exemplified the Notre Dame spirit. Not only have as Mr. Lowart mentioned, champions and league titles and professional big leaguers, all that good stuff. You've done it in the spirit of Notre Dame with integrity, and that's really the most important thing. And I can speak on behalf of myself and our family, the young men that you've taught, and through that integrity, we're having our family here is being able to show them the Notre Dame spirit. And so we appreciate everything that you've done over the last 25 years. So thank you very much from all the alumni.
Dave Doyle, could you come up and just say a few words? Thank you. Tom, we have some things for you. And Brenda, thank you for 25 years of support and guidance and sharing Coach Dill. Thank you so much, Brenda. Come on up here, Brenda, you too.
As our president said today, a long list of facts that one could say Tom's been a very successful coach here at Notre Dame High School, and that's true. But the motto of the Congregation of Holy Cross is educating the minds and the hearts. And it's just not a motto, it's just not a slogan, it's not something that's just put up on a banner, but it's something that Tom has lived for 25 years, and all the players and all the coaches who've coached with you through the years and all the families and parents understand that element. That in the end, it's about 14 and 15-year-old boys coming to Notre Dame High School, being part of the baseball program, and having their hearts touched and their minds molded from boys to men of character. This is the greatest gift that Tom Dill has given to the Notre Dame High School community. You are a gift to our community.
For those of you who don't know me, my name's Alec Moss. I'm one of the assistant baseball coaches here, but I also played for Coach Dill. And, sorry. he's just such a great person, and he didn't know about a lot of this today. So we tried to surprise him. Yesterday was a pretty tough day with the weather and everything. It means a lot. There's a lot of alums who've sent videos. I couldn't figure out how to get them to play on that Jumbotron, but all the guys in big league camp have videos that have meant on how much Tom has meant to them. So we put a couple small things together for you. Phil Polanco, class of '99, has a bat for Tom that says Notre Dame High School baseball alumni game, 25 years. One of our future Notre Dame stars, Devin Ornelas, has a plaque for Coach Dill that commemorates the 25 years he has been in charge of the alumni game and starting the alumni game. This is more about the alumni than anything, and we love coming back. And to celebrate the 25 years for Tom before he says anything, we also got him a cake that has 25 years of Notre Dame baseball here. So if we could, last but not least, before Tom takes the mic, get one big round of applause for Tom Dill and all he's done for all of us. And two people who are very important in the Notre Dame community, Stevie Conley and Kevin Rooney, would like to say a few words as well.
I'd also like to congratulate Tom and thank all the alumni for being here. Obviously, we all are very aware of all the success Tom has had as a baseball coach. He's also our Dean of Men and a very, very important part of our administration here. And as Dave pointed out, his heart is a great part of what has made Notre Dame such a great school for so many years. When Dave first hired Tom back in the day, we all started playing on a softball team together. And well, I won't tell any of those stories, but yeah, I was the best player, as I remember. Is that what you remember? No. But we've been together for a long time, and absolutely appreciate everything that Tom does for this school and has for a long time, and hopefully will for many more years. It's not like this is a retirement party or anything, right? Yeah. So thanks very much, Tom. Congratulations on 25 years.
Okay, I had the pleasure of working with Tom for 20 years. What a man. Great coach, great role model, and he called me boss. I love that. So thank you, Tom. I love you.
You got anything else? Is that it? Okay. Well, thank you guys. You know, it's kind of interesting with this weather. You know, these are the diehard people for coming here. I see guys standing around, past players and families, and yeah, I appreciate, you know, all the words that were said. I've been real fortunate to stumble into this school, and as being my high school coaching experience and Dave and Kevin hiring me to come to a place that is so supportive and has such great families. I always say Notre Dame is about the families, because it really is. Look around. And some of these guys who come back and have their kids here, we're fortunate enough to have great families come to Notre Dame. And I'm just able to be a part of that, which is amazing. I've told people this, I'm mostly proud of the 25 years that I've lasted 25 years. It's not easy being a baseball coach. You guys grew up with youth ball, right? And have you ever looked at a baseball parent before? Have you ever listened to a baseball parent before? It's difficult. And I think I'm most proud that I lasted that. And there are good things and bad things that have happened, and but mostly good, because we're around kids, we're around great families. We try to look at the bigger picture of things, and what is really important. And the important thing is these are great young men, and I get to be a part of their lives, and I've had great coaches coach with me. And I always say I pick the person first before I pick the coach, because it's about having good people around. And there are some more people I want to thank. My mom and dad, my dad, who is my hero, who instilled in me the things that are important in life. And it isn't baseball. Baseball is not number one. It's probably not even in the top 3 about what it is to be a person and to respect others and to help others. And I can tell you, you know, we've had some success in guys that go on, but I most appreciate the type of people they are. And you follow some of these guys that are around that are big-time players, and they're great people. And that to me is more important. But I learned that from my mom and dad, who taught that to me. My brother is somebody I look up to. Ron, raise your hand. He's my tax guy. He can never come to this time because of the time of year. And I asked him who's doing my taxes today. Like some little, you know, person that doesn't even has a little cubicle is doing my taxes today, I guess. But anyways, I'm glad he can come. And Tanya and my niece Alicia, who came out, who's carrying that awful whatever that is. Oh my God. So anyways, to all the alumni, and you guys, you're the best for coming today, and I'd be remiss to not talk about Linda Gunn, who in 1992 came to me and said, you guys have a rich history and a rich baseball program, and why isn't there a Notre Dame alumni game? And why don't we have a freshman team? So those two things we started. We started a freshman team, and we've had one every year since. And we started this alumni game, and she's been a part of it for years. And I don't want to keep going too long, but there have been some amazing women. Linda Gunn started it off, and we had some amazing women follow her that kind of ran this day, which is a tough day to run. But some just amazing people I want to mention. But Linda Gunn, who started this whole thing, who has never left our side as far as being part of the Notre Dame family, and her boys. You'll notice there's no number 6 over here because the Jerkins boys wear number 6. And so for as long as I'm here, nobody else gets to wear that. And that's why you don't see that, because they are very close to my heart. And how could I not mention this stadium that all of you helped build? That was absolutely amazing, and I'm thankful for that too, for everyone. But I got to thank the Gunn Jerkins family for supporting me all these years. But we had that passed off to Pat Cunningham, who ran this game for many years, and that got passed off to multiple people. But Susan Armendariz, somebody that was passed off to, who did it. Carla Rodarte, who had 2 boys here, who passed away this last year, and we had the services here, and Daniel and Nick, who are very close to my heart, and I want to remember her today. Who was an amazing part of what this day was, and she passed that stuff along, and we ended up with Maureen G., another amazing, strong woman. All these women are strong women that have been in my life and my professional career. Amazing. And then somewhere in there, Kim Muno. You know, where's Kim Muno? Who took over and even ran it when her son, you know, wasn't playing here anymore. But anyway, there have been an amazing people, and now Kathleen has helped out Ballholm, who has helped us with today. This is not an easy day to run when you have the threat of rain, so I need to say thank you to that. And as we move forward, these are going to be the future alumni, and I want to thank everyone. I want to thank my current principal, Alice Cotty, who is going to take it from here on. We've had some amazing principals, and we continue to do that, and we're going to continue forward. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today, and I hope it doesn't rain. You guys been holding that the whole time? Sorry, man. I would have sat you down.
So that's Coach Tom Dill closing the ceremony.
Here pretty quick.
That was really an honor of him, much deserved. 25 years coaching here at the school. Talked about his legacy, not just coaching the players on the field, but also
Tim Cunningham.
The academic record of the players.
And this year's and last year's
Well-deserved praise. That beautiful cake they brought out. The big 2 and 5.
I'm going to get one picture here, if I can get my family.
And he's back for an encore.
I want you to notice, Dad. My dad, Mom, and my lovely wife here who made these shirts, 16 and a half. Can I say one thing that I didn't say? I was trying not to forget all of the people who showed up today, and I was doing this off the cuff. My wife goes through the wins and the losses, so I want to thank Brenda for supporting me for all this time. Not easy to be a coach's wife, not at all, so I want to thank my Brenda, 16 and a half. Come on in, and let's get a picture.
So Tom making sure to mention his family.
I was team manager in high school, so I know what that means. I know they're, so it's just a,
Okay, are we live here, Kevin?
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could draw your attention to the home plate area and to our flag in center field.
Players now lined up for the national anthem sung today.
This lady's been called the voice the nations have yet to hear, a neo-soul artist originally from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Please welcome Janice Freeman.
By Janice Freeman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright storms through the perilous fight for the rampart we once, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Janice.
Janice Freeman getting us going with the national anthem as we get ready to kick off the alumni game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get the ball game going. First, I want to remind you that the grill is now open, as is the snack bar. get yourself a hamburger or a hot dog.
We'll see when the competitive juices kick in this game. Should be a fun affair, but these are competitors. These are ball players, so the old guys might want to prove their worth against the young bucks.
And then today there's a 50-50 raffle.
Notre Dame.
You want to get involved in that.
Officially the Knights, the school mascot.
And there's a silent auction if you haven't noticed. It's a pretty big one this year. It's a good one. That's been on since 9:30 this morning, and we'll close it around 12.
Got to mention again, we are very lucky that the weather has cleared up. I mean, we had a real storm. Everybody makes fun of us in Southern California. You guys don't have real weather, and we are a little spoiled, but there were a lot of accidents in the area. And it didn't look like this game was likely, but I think the extra incentive was to celebrate the legacy of Tom Dill as well at the school. And the weather gods seem to have agreed, as we're even getting a burst of sunlight as the field brightens up, coming into the 11 o'clock hour. A little bit overcast. We've got 305 down the left field line, 370 feet to dead center, 310 to the right field post. Give you an idea of how new this field is. The official opening was the alumni game of 2014. And it's just built for baseball. Very close to the 101 freeway. There's even an AstroTurf area elevated on the third base dugout where fans can kind of bring lawn chairs and hang out. Don't see that today, just people leaning on the barricade. A couple kids playing. But it's an option. Umpires gather, maybe discussing a rather generous strike zone today. We'll see if that comes into play.
gals. But after this year, that's what she said. So how's years is that for? Like 20 years? Well, he started when my youngest kid started there. Son, 24. He started working at preschool. Yeah. So almost 20 years, probably close to 20 years. But yeah, everything's good. How's Noah doing? Yeah. Everything's going to the mental health of it where, whenever you have a major injury, you don't want to push it, subconsciously thinking about it. What? Oh, yeah. Someone mentioned that he had another little scare or something. Did they say? This year sometime? We're still warming up. Nothing to do with the surgery. It's been active there. Right. So it was really more of a, maybe just, it was a pain. That's mine. It wasn't anything related to the issues. It wasn't related to what caused the blood. Right. Firstly, you could expect the blood clot, and ultrasound was nothing there. The vein is in good shape. Right. It's just have side effects from that type of surgery. If you go in there, you're going to create some kind of scar tissue. The scar tissue is going to press some pain on it. Baseball, yeah, go sports! All right. You've got that to look forward to, right? You're just a real positive guy. I'm sure that really gets him going. Anytime you can finish, through 12, playing multiple sports, my life is good. Yeah, yeah. This is not all. It's not affecting his swing or anything like that. Probably a little hesitant to let it go in the outfield. Yeah. Got to push it. They're going to start pretty soon. I get it. They're going to start pretty soon because they're getting out. That's the hardest part. Yeah. Great.
Leading off for the Alumni, number 28, Kevin Durkin.
Okay, folks, we are about to start this alumni game. If you're just checking in to reset things, we are at Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California. It's the varsity against the Alumni. There's the first pitch right away from Hunter Green. And boy, if you're tuning in right now, you are catching a good one on the mound. Number 5, Hunter Green, the consensus number 1 top baseball prospect in the nation. Although Although it says he's a UCLA signee, that is very likely to change, as most people expect him to go #1 in the Major League Baseball draft this year. Green, not taking a lot of time between pitches. He stands 6'4" on that mound. Of course, he's a high school kid, so he may have grown last time I checked on that, but that's what it says over on the Max Preps website. Leading off for the Alumni, number 28, Kevin Jerkins. Played at UCLA himself, class of '98. Hunter Green sets him down on strikes. It's got to be tough for the Alumni walking in here today, not playing baseball as regularly. I assume most of these players, as these varsity kids, are out there and facing a pitcher throwing 98 miles an hour. He's got a changeup. He's got a slider.
Andrew attended Pierce College after Notre Dame.
Number 1, Andrew Tapia at the plate. He bats second for the Alumni. We'll see how long Coach Tom Dill leaves Green out there. Not the most serious of games. They may want to warm up Green for this season, officially starting next Saturday in tournament play for the Knights of Notre Dame. Given the legacy, a little bit of an off year last year. They were 19-11 overall, 10-8 in league play, finishing 4th behind Chaminade, Loyola, and Harvard Westlake. Super competitive, this Mission League, almost every season, as Green starts the game with back-to-back strikeouts.
Back-to-back strikeouts for the Alumni.
As we mentioned before, but it's worth mentioning again, Tom Dill, 21 Mission League titles in 25 seasons. Big hitter in the 3-hole, number 27, Nick Rodarte from the class of '08, looking to take his cuts against the right-hander Green. And he goes opposite field, maybe not by choice. He just came around late on the heat on the outside corner by Hunter. And that's 3 strikeouts. Striking out the side is Green, showing off his vast talent and potential. Green also plays shortstop for this team. In the middle of the first, no score between the Alumni and the varsity. You're watching LivePlaySports.tv. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan with your call. We'll be around all season if you want to tune in to Notre Dame baseball. And Rodarte moves from the batter's box right out to the plate. He'll take the mound, the lefty.
On the mound for the Alumni, Nick Rodarte. And behind the plate, Tim DeGrasse.
His catcher is number 32, Tim DeGrasse. Class of '87 behind the plate. Leading off for the varsity will be number 11, Noah Taylor, a junior.
Leading off for varsity number 11, the junior, Noah Taylor.
So here comes Taylor to lead it off up to the plate. Also a high school quarterback on the football team here. Gathering information as we get it here. Lineup's a little loose, didn't come up to the booth, so trying to get some information for you on these players. Taylor hit .303 last year. 27 hits, 18 runs batted in, scored 17 runs. Went deep once. Rodarte delivers. Swing and a miss by Taylor. We just had a late entry to the alumni roster as the strikeout. 4 batters this game, 4 strikeouts. From the class of 2013, Matt McNabb. But at the plate for the varsity right now, number 15, the right-handed hitter, Dylan Esquivel. 5'9" senior. Way outside to Esquivel. See if we can get some numbers on Dylan for you. Inside. Gets away from the catcher a bit. Esquivel in a part-time role last year hit .500. Meaning he was 2 for 4. But hey, I'd tell people I was .500. Right through the legs of number 30 at third base. Esquivel gets on. First base runner of the game. Pedro Aldape from the class of '09. Couldn't get low enough.
Now to play number 5, Hunter Green.
And that brings up Hunter Green. We talked about his pitching prowess. Well, he's just about as prolific at the plate and as dangerous as he swings a big bat. And he gets one over the shortstop who can't handle it. And Green gets on as well. So depending on the generosity of the scoring here, it's back-to-back reached on errors or back-to-back singles. But I'm going to guess somewhere in between. Maybe they split the difference. We don't know. Up here in the alumni game. Rodarte checks the runner, number 4 at the plate, batting fourth. Josh Perlmutter, senior, dangerous himself, will play baseball. Next year at the next level as well, most likely. Called strike.
1-1 count, 1 out.
outside, trying not to load the bases. Rodarte maybe laughing at his lack of location. Big leads by the runners, first and second. And Perlmutter has to kind of lean over one, takes that for a ball. Swinging away, fouls it off into the parking lot. I think the weather washed out that parking lot. It's closed probably because of the danger of the trees falling, which works out because a car was not around to get hit by a foul ball. Perlmutter pops one to left. And there's one away. Or two away, sorry. Rodarte started by striking out number 11, Noah Taylor. Now he will try to escape the jam. Coming up to the plate, number 8, Logan Pollock, who will play at the University of Michigan next year. Sure. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's his. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. I don't know. Thanks. Pollock fouls one off. Another senior, 6'2". Painting the outside corner is Rodarte. Esquivel scampers back to second base. Runners go. Just gets away from the catcher as he geared up to throw. And let's blame that on the wet conditions again, even though it's pretty dry now for the Alumni. Runners on second and third as Hunter Green moves to second as well. Pollock with a prime RBI opportunity here. He had 260 last season. With 9 driven in, and he finds a gap there to bring home 2 runs for the varsity squad. So scored that a 2-run single for Pollock. Bringing home Esquivel and Hunter Green.
Now batting number 18, Matthew Hamilton.
Number 19, Michael Whiteside at the plate.
Number 19, Michael Whiteside.
Left-handed hitter. Left-handed pitcher. And pulled way to the dugout. Two outs, bottom of the first. Rodarte looks over at first at Logan Pollock, then delivers Whiteside pops it up. Rodarte is under it himself, and he escapes with only 2 runs damage. Could have been worse. The end of 1. Varsity 2. Alumni 0. You look at the lining of the wall from left to center. Some other.
Oh, like video? Oh, and you got saved. I was bringing a couple of videos. Yeah, right? So you don't have to worry about anything. And you're going to give us all the...
Seven. Was the American League Cy Young Award winner in 1993.
Now on the mound for the varsity, number 31, Brennan Hart.
New pitcher for the varsity, number 31, Brennan Hart. So you only got 1 look, 1 inning of Hunter Green on the mound. But Green now over at shortstop.
Leading off for the Alumni, number 7 today, Justin Bunch. The Bunch man.
Leading off the inning, number 7, Justin Bunch. For the Alumni, Bunch came in second in this morning's home run derby. Former Kentucky Wildcat. Now lives in Toluca Lake. They call him the Bunch Man. Fouls it back into the screen.
Justin was cut as a freshman here at Notre Dame, and then went on to win all CIF in his senior year.
Back to the screen again. And he gets a hold of one, but relatively shallow in left field. Caught by number 26, Bronson Bahome. Number 18, Philip Polanco, steps to the plate. Former CSUN player, played in the San Diego Padres organization. Takes a big cut, but misses as Hart gets it by him. Inside corner looking to rip one, pull one down the line over the Pat Gillick sign. And this time it goes opposite field, but it's caught. So the second out of the inning. We await the mystery. Who will the sixth batter be for the Alumni?
Now batting number 2, Peyton Malone.
It's the class of 2012's Peyton Malone, number 2. Played at Santa Barbara City College and Academy of Art, now living in Oakland, California.
Peyton played baseball after graduating here in 2012 at Santa Barbara City College and the Academy of Art in San Francisco.
And he lines one. The right setter gets in a gap. Will have to turn around to play on it. Sliding into second with a double. Maybe igniting the Alumni is Peyton Malone. See if they can capitalize with their first runner in scoring position. Number 8 coming to the plate. Max Thexke, high school teammate of Malone, so these two probably been in this situation before. Class of 2012 as well. Played at Glendale College and Webster University. It's lefty versus lefty. 2-0 deficit. Alumni in the navy. Varsity in the home white. Just missing on the outside corner.
Max played at Glendale College and Webster University after leaving Notre Dame.
Fouls one off.
And this is not his fault, but the Webster University nickname are the Gorloks.
Good job by the catcher keeping that one in front of him.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Justin Rorick behind home plate for the Knights. Of course, both teams the Knights, but I mean the current Knights and not the old Knights. And Hunter Green showing that athletic prowess, but too deep in the infield, beating it out. First base for the infield single.
Hunter showing some range there.
Thexke. He looks pretty proud of himself, too. I think it might have been the kind of pride that's, hey, number 1 pick, you can't throw me out. But that ball was hit pretty deep. Green made a nice play out there at short. And I think the field has got to be just a little damp, even though it drains well. Could have slowed that one down. Runners at the corners for number 30, Pedro Aldape. Aldape lifts one to left field. Playable in front of the wall, and surviving that situation is the pitcher Hart. And running in from left field, number 26, Bronson Balhome. Big smile on his face because he knows that one was out of here. This is a whole new ball game.
Folks, I want to remind you that they're cooking hamburgers and hot dogs and chili out there on the grill.
Heading to the bottom of the second now as the varsity gets their chance to hit again.
Lunch and serve just outside the stadium on the grill. Also, there's a 50-50 raffle today. You want to get in that, we're going to pick it in the 4th inning. 50-50 raffle. You see folks wandering around with the tickets. Get yourself one.
Let's give you some more details on the legacy of Tom Dill. If you didn't catch some of our pregame ceremonies, Dill, 25 years, 21 mission, league titles at Notre Dame. His players over the years average a 3.2 grade point average in the classroom, and perhaps even more impressively, never in a quarter of a century has he had a player who was academically ineligible. Turned out 40 pro players, 70 at the college level, 41 Division I players. Still on the mound for the Alumni. Number 27, Nicholas Rodarte. The Dart, class of 08. Gave up 2 in the first. And he'll start this inning by facing number 12, Justin Rorick, the catcher of the varsity. 6'3", Justin Rorick. Senior as well. Way outside there to Rorick. Rorick played in 14 games last year with 30 plate appearances at a 300 on base percentage. Lines one to center, but the grab is made by Andrew Tapia out there. Number 9, Frankie Campanella steps into the batter's box. Campanella enters his senior season also. Thought about it, held up. Dangerous ball by Campanella, hit into the dugout. His teammates giving him a little bit of the business over there. Asking their teammate and friend not to hurt them. We talked about the commemorations in the outfield of Pat Gillick and Jack McDowell as Campanella strikes out.
Good out there, you know that? He's good every year. 2 years ago he started the game.
Number 26, Bronson Ball.
Bronson Balhome with his first at bat, number 26 at the plate, right-handed hitter, made that catch to end the last inning. Deep in the batter's box, a lot of movement. Shows bunts. Getting back to the wall. Down the right field line. Class of 2007, Giancarlo Stanton, the big slugger currently in the major leagues for the Miami Marlins, graduate here at Notre Dame. Led the National League in home runs in 2014 with 37. Had some injuries the last couple of seasons, so limited games. Had 27 dingers in 2015 and another 27 in 2016. But we had that home run derby this morning. Stanton called strike. Stanton won last year's Major League home run derby with a record 61 home runs. Is that right? Wow. That's what it says. Full count to ball home. Balholm stays alive, fouls it off into the parking lot. And a solid base hit, Balholm delivering. So having himself a day so far in the field and at the plate. He's on first.
Number 11, Noah Taylor.
Back to the top of the order, Noah Taylor, left-handed hitter. 2 outs. To give you another note on Stanton last year in that contest, he had the 10 longest home runs as well out of all the players in that contest. The MLB Home Run Derby. Ball gets away from the catcher, scampering down to second is Balholm. He's been all over the field the last 10 minutes. At the warning track, at first base, at second base, at home plate. Speaking of contests, we have NBA All-Star Saturday later today, the slam dunk contest, 3-point shooting competition. Swing and a miss by Taylor. Trying to add to this lead, 2-0, bottom of the second inning. Rodarte delivers way outside and low. Outside again, catcher keeps it in front of him this time. Balholm remains at second.
Behind.
Another Notre Dame alum, infielder Brendan Ryan. He's had himself a nice journeyman type career, playing for the Cardinals and Yankees among other teams the last better part of the last decade. Played here at Notre Dame. Taylor grounds it to second. That's playable. And that will end it. After 2, it's still 2-0 for the varsity at the alumni game 2017 from Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California. You're watching LivePlaySports.tv.
Also, the silent auction is still on, but it will be closing in about 40 minutes or less. 12:30, the silent auction will close. So if you're bidding on something, get on out and check it out. If you haven't bid yet, please take a look. There's some great stuff out there. Closing in about 40 minutes.
So we will see our 3rd different pitcher already for the varsity. Coach Tom Dill using this game as a warm-up to get his staff some work as the regular season is right around the corner. Also protecting the health of some of these players. Don't want to burn them out either in the alumni game, but it's 28 on the mound in the top of the 3rd. Ryan Winters, 6'1", senior right-hander. He relieves Brennan Hart, who relieved Hunter Green. And he will try to keep the shutout intact. Gathering of teammates in the infield. They got a scouting report on the alumni, maybe? I don't know. They've been going out to the local softball games and scouting these guys. They find old tape from... Did they find old tape from class of '64 on Bob Rice?
All right, leading off for the alumni, number 16, Coach Alec Moss.
Alec Moss at the plate, who's also a current coach. Don't want to make you think Alec Moss is from '64. He is from the class of 00, played at Xavier University, and on the 2000 CIF championship team that won the title at Dodger Stadium for Notre Dame. Lives in Encino now. Number 16, Alec Moss. Can't see the jersey, but...
All right, Alec left here in the year 2000, went on to Xavier University where he played baseball.
Takes a strike, and Moss, of course, being on the current staff and being an alumni, he's hearing it from everybody, both dugouts. And he hits a chopper to second, and they throw him out on the grounder. And plenty of jeers and laughs at Moss, mainly from the varsity team. As when he heads back over to coach them this season, they'll probably bring up some of these plays from today. Especially when they don't beat out infield singles. They'll say, well, Alec, I remember in the alumni game with that chopper. And some good bat right there. Number 32, Tim DeGrassi, class of '87 with a base hit.
Now at plate number 5, Bob Rice, a 1964.
And here's Bob Rice from the class of '64 at the plate. Rice taking a cut, gets a piece of it.
Bob went to Cal State Northridge, where he started at shortstop.
That's right, Rice, former starting shortstop at CSUN, Cal State University Northridge, played in the Angels organization, now living in the San Francisco Bay Area in Marin County. And Rice gets over to first, the double play opportunity. Green back to first, and they get him. Quick inning. On the top of the 3rd. Still 2-0 for the varsity. They've got 2 hits. The Alumni does have 3 hits, but they also have 2 errors and have yet to play to run. And we are going to see a new pitcher for the Alumni. 3 innings of work for Nick Rodarte. He gave up 2. He will be spelled by number 28, Kevin Jerkins, from the class of '98, former UCLA Bruin. Lives in Westchester out by Los Angeles International Airport. Remaining at catcher for the Alumni are Tim DeGrassi. A little bit on DeGrassi. He played at Los Angeles Valley College, played at UC Santa Barbara, was in the St. Louis Cardinals minor leagues from 1991 to 1995. So no slouch behind home plate. Another great player turned out by Tom Dill in the program at Notre Dame. They won 19 last year. They've had so many 20-win seasons. It had to hurt to just miss it by 1, trying to get back on track this season. Dylan Esquivel, number 15. He either had a single or reached on an error, depending on the scoring. His first time up. In the on-deck circle, Hunter Green. And Jerkins ready to go. High and inside for ball 1. Esquivel fouls it down the left field line. Jerkins. Pretty compact delivery by Jerkins out there. Esquivel stands deep in the batter's box, swing and a miss. He does hug the plate a little bit, not afraid to stand in there. Esquivel gets a piece of it. Down third base again, out of play. Two the count. Esquivel also scored a run his first time around. Full count. Nobody out. Jerkins, maybe with Hunter Green on his mind. Looming in the on-deck circle, Esquivel swinging away once again in that same area. Seems to be a pretty good plate protector. working the count, extending the at-bat. Leans back, takes it for a walk, and here comes Hunter Green, who also reached base his first time up. We've talked about him already.
Hunter Green.
Very likely to be the #1 overall pick in this year's Major League Baseball draft. You've seen him pitch today. Now he's at shortstop. .419 hitter last year with 5 home runs and 20 RBIs. He's swinging away, chops one way up high off the glove of number 18, and Green is on base again. First and second. Polanco couldn't make a play on it at third.
There's just some things you don't, there's just some things. Write your check, but that's not where you're
So Josh Perlmutter with his second at bat. He flied out to left his first time up. He's got runners on first and second. Can blow this game open a little bit with a big hit here. 2-0 lead. Nice tidy lead to have early on, but you'd like to extend that to feel that you have a cushion, because who knows what tricks the Alumni have up their sleeve.
nobody out.
Checking the runner at second is Jerkins. Perlmutter swings, slow roller to third this time, played by Polanco. Polanco gets the force at second. Green is out. And that sets up runners at the corners with 1 out. Jerkins will face Logan Pollock.
Number 8, Logan Pollock.
Pollock had the 2-run single his first time at the plate, so he's responsible for that lead. Esquivel has some speed at third. Jerkins would love a double play ball here. He checks on Perlmutter at first. Pollock racing in from center field and making the grab, firing to his pitcher. A lot of energy out there, the Alumni. Number 4, Matt McNabb. Well, that's because he was late to the party. McNabb just showed up a couple innings ago, so he's fresh. He hasn't been here for the home run derby and whatnot. McNabb from the class of 2013. Went on to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Michael Whiteside steps back up for the varsity. He's 0 for 1. Listed as a catcher and an outfielder is Whiteside.
Count.
3 balls, no strikes. Whiteside, another football player for Notre Dame, as he drags one to second for the easy ground out. And despite the base runners, Jerkins gets out of the jam, and the score remains 2-0 after 3. Fans probably looking forward to baseball season at Notre Dame. Of course, the storied history of the program, but athletically this year, the football team 5-6, basketball season just wrapping up, an 11-14 squad, so hovering around that 500 and expecting a winner out on the ball field this year from Hunter Green and folks. And Coach Tom Dill. Got that look at Green earlier on the mound. Last year he was 5-3 with a 1.63 ERA. And now we have the fourth pitcher of the afternoon. Or is it still morning? It is officially afternoon now, folks. 12:07. Afternoon. 4 innings, 4 pitchers for the varsity squad. Getting in their work. This is number 22, Ian White out there, right-hander, 5'9" junior.
Raffle's going to close this inning. Get your tickets, guys wandering around with your buckets. Check out that silent auction. It goes till 12:30.
Alumni.
Leading off for the Alumni, top of the 4th inning, number 6, Matt McNabb. Matt graduated in 2013.
Alumni sending up Matt McNabb, the late entry. Way up high is the pitch by White.
Is that McNabb?
And McNabb, despite an effort, isn't able to reach base. Big smile on his face. Okay, so you're probably catching this from the PA system as well. Some of these players are just showing up when they want. This is Matt McNabb now at the plate. We don't know who that last guy was. It might have been Donovan McNabb. We don't know. He's the old Eagles quarterback. Number 6. Someone snuck into the ballpark wearing a number 6 jersey. Took an at bat. We think they're an alumni. They may not be. We're on the case. We'll get to the bottom of it. Find out who number 6 is before the day's done. Matt McNabb strikes out after someone stole his identity, the batter before that. Tough day for Matt McNabb. He did have that nice catch last inning. Kevin Jerkins, top of the order for the Alumni. He struck out his first time up against Hunter Green. Now facing Ian White, he fouls it off into the screen. Or the netting, if we're going to be specific. The details of this field, it looks like course, they have the Notre Dame logo, but I almost feel like there's some gold in that dirt. It's got that look.
Kevin played baseball at UCLA after leaving Notre Dame. He's a rookie.
Jerkins got the barrel of the bat on the ball, but fouls it down the left field line. Is that number 6? And that's the end of that frame.
And after 3.5, the score is.
In the middle of the third, it's still the Varsity 2, the Alumni 0. Is that the guy? And to finish the mysterious case of mistaken identity, number 6 is Remy Lowe. Is it Rennie? Rennie Lowe. We're still wrong. It's not Remy Lowe. It's Rennie Lowe. Boy, the Alumni really pulling some tricks here today that we don't even know who's out on the field. Jerkins remains on the mound for the old guard. Can we call them that? Is that insulting?
Do you have your 50-50 ticket? If not, now's the time to get it. They're going to pull it soon. Get some 50-50 tickets, folks. And that auction out back closes at 12:30. Now back, number 12, Justin Rourke.
Number 12, Justin Rorick leads off the inning for the Varsity with that 2-0 lead. The Alumni playing this one tight so far. We are on the top of the fourth. Jerkins on the mound. Big swing and a miss by Rorick. One and one the count. Rorick, 6'3", upright stance. Stance reminds me a little bit of old Houston Astros slugger Glenn Davis. And he swings and misses. Some of you might have to YouTube Glenn Davis because he goes back to the 80s, folks. But he could certainly drive the ball a long distance. Rorick lays off that one. Full count now. Jerkins. Strikes him out.
One out. Now batting number 9, Frankie Campanella.
Brings up number 9, Frankie Campanella, who struck out his first time up. Out ahead of that one, swing and a miss. Campanella can't get the timing down on Jerkins. Now in an 0-2 hole. Oh, Campanella dodging some fire from Jerkins on the mound. Has to collect himself out of the batter's box. Shakes it off. Gets back in there, taking his cuts, fouls it off down the third base area. If you're just joining us, you're watching LivePlaySports.tv, coming to you from Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California, the annual alumni game, especially today, celebrating 25 years of Coach Dill in this Notre Dame program. Two and two the count. Coach Tom Dill. A lot of great speeches before the game. Campanella strikes out. 3 swinging misses on that at bat by Campanella. Bronson Balholm steps back up to the plate, number 26, the left fielder. Just foul over there, past third base. Balholm swinging away. Only a sophomore. Well, he's a senior. We got to talk to the people over there at maxpreps.com, who released him as a sophomore, and drives a beautiful single past the shortstop. Balholm 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. Number 18, Matthew Hamilton, with his first at bat of the day, steps in with a runner on. RBI opportunity for Hamilton. Two nothing, still anybody's game. The Alumni still with, well, they have actually the same amount of hits now as the varsity, 3 each. After that base hit by Balholm. And coming in from third to make the play to end the inning, the Alumni survive another. Bit of a jam, but Jerkins and company gets him out of it. So the score remains 2-0 for the varsity. And as the story has gone so far, new inning, new pitcher for the varsity. As we see their 5th pitcher of the day, number 24, Cole Dale, 6'1" sophomore. So the alumni will definitely face the youth movement this time around. See if they can crack the kid for this 2-0 lead. They've been shut out so far. Looks like Hunter Green has been removed from the game. Talking about Green's situation again, it's very similar actually to Blake Rutherford from Chaminade High last year, who was committed to playing at UCLA. And then in the first round, the New York Yankees took him 18th overall, and he ended up jumping straight to their minor league organization. Hit .351 his first year in the minors. Alumni steps to the plate. Andrew Tepia up to the plate again. Can he ignite the Alumni in the top of the 5th inning? Struck out his first time up. Big cut there, Tepia. Runner on first. Tapia goes down. We're in the booth here trying to figure out the mystery. Another mystery. There's a mystery every inning. Why is there a runner on first base right now for the Alumni? There was nothing that showed us how he got there. Did we enter a time warp? Was there a base hit? Well, they've got a runner on first, and we're assuming if he scores, it counts. Rodarte. Nope, not anymore is right. If you heard that from the PA announcer here. Double play. Maybe the Alumni just wants to go home sooner, and so they set up the double play on themselves to get out. Well, the score remains 2-0. Interesting inning. Never seen anything like it in baseball. Varsity holding on to the lead.
Check out the silent auction.
Different rules in these types of games, folks. Just an exhibition.
Also, while we're at it, there's a DVD being made of today's event. It's available at the merchandising table and at LivePlaySports.tv. The folks who are recording the game today. That's LivePlaySports.tv.
And we'll see who takes the mound for the Alumni.
Check out the DVD that's available of today's game.
I think it's number 18 out there. I think he's been here a while. I think it's a guy that just showed up. Yeah, it's Philip Polanco. Phil Polanco from CSUN, Tarzana residents. Didn't have too far to drive here today. San Fernando Valley, Tarzana, Sherman Oaks, connected by Ventura Boulevard. So Polanco will try to keep this varsity squad honest and give his team a chance to stay within striking distance. Some new players going to enter the game for the varsity. We saw that already. But it looks like the first batter up is going to be number 2, Jesse Bickle, a 5'9" junior, his first action of the afternoon.
Now batting for the varsity, number 2, Jesse Bickle.
Or is it Bickell? We'll call him Jesse Bickell. That's the pronunciation we're getting from the PA announcer.
Stare down.
Listed as an infielder and an outfielder on the roster. Utility man.
Good. Boy, Jess. Hi, you. Gotta be you. That's up. That's on you. That's up.
Bickell trying to judge that outside corner. Polanco looks in, shakes off his catcher, now ready to go. Swing and a miss, high and outside. Bickell bit. Drives the count to 2-2.
Hi, Jess.
Right, straight back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting by Bickell as he gets it to roll under the pitcher's glove, and a nice piece of geography out there between the second baseman and second base. Sometimes that's what hitting's all about, folks. Just finding that place on the field where the ball will go through or drop, and Bickell did a nice job there. Set himself up for a base hit, number 27 at the plate now for the varsity. Grant Berman, also his first at bat. And Bickell runs, and Berman hits, but it will be caught in left field, and Bickell will have to retreat back to first.
Hey, Coach Barrett. Give him a little help play.
One down. And the flurry of new hitters continues for the Knights. Number 10, Drew Litwin, a junior. Lidwin got a slight piece of it, fouls it off. Bickell scampers back to first. Polanco checks over there just to let him know, I see you. The longer this game goes on, as you see Polanco, I was going to say, the longer this game goes on and remains tight, the more serious these guys will take it, because they want to win. And it's like when you see, you'll probably see it later today or tomorrow in the NBA All-Star game, where they don't play defense pretty much the whole game. But then at the very end, when they realize they might have a chance to win, suddenly everybody gets competitive and the game gets a little more serious. So with a 2-0 ball game in the 5th, still anybody's shot to win the Alumni game. Polanco as Litwin fouls it off. Bikel getting his cardio in. He's been jumping off first and having to run back to first after nearly every pitch. Good job by the catcher to keep it in front of him. Checks over on Bikel. New catcher as well. Don't have a jersey number for you, but definitely a new man behind home plate for the Alumni. Boy, Polanco, as Bikel laughs, he's like, wow, your pitcher is taking this guy's trying to steal on him pretty seriously in the Alumni game. High. So maybe the location affected by Polanco. Polanco's near obsession with not letting Bikel steal second base. He's checking over there every 2-3 seconds, it seems. Litwin gets a piece of it, but foul. A lot of the players from the freshman and JV team still here, supporting, watching the game. And let's face it, goofing off. They're goofing off over there. It's a loose atmosphere here today, folks, in the Alumni game. They're up on that elevated third base area, which has a nice piece of AstroTurf lining that fans can watch the game from. And there's the throw, and it's short and it's late as Bikel finally wins the battle of mano a mano versus Polanco. He gets second base, and Polanco kind of gives himself that look and the deep breath of, I did all that work for nothing. He really kept an eye on him. Litwin still at the plate as the ball trickles through the legs of the catcher, but it's a walk anyway. Litwin to first, but Bikel does take third on that slow roller through the backstop. Number 3, Connor Skirdick at the plate, listed as a left-handed pitcher, but clearly a hitter in this situation. And he gets a roller to short, over to second with the forced double play. Alumni turns it, avoids the run. Polanco with a nice piece of pitching considering the circumstances as well, and it's still this tight 2-0 ball game. The varsity hanging on to that lead. See the replay, Polanco. Shortstop to second. To first, stretching out, number 30, the Alumni. Pedro Aldape on the back end of that double play. And we'll see who the next member of Pitch Roulette is for the varsity. It's number 44, Carter Kessinger. A sophomore on the mound. He will face the Alumni in the top of the 6th inning. The Alumni still looking loose over in the dugout, but a bit more talkative with each other. Almost some mini huddles going on over there going, hey guys. I'm guessing they're saying, hey guys, we can win this thing. So let's try to win it. And number 7, Justin Bunch, will be giving his best shot at the plate right now. We mentioned he came up second in the home run derby for the Alumni in the morning.
That may be true, but not by Coach Dill. By some other coach. Justin had 2 walk-off home runs in his senior year.
Don't know if you heard that from the PA system. Bunch, 2 walk-off home runs in his senior year. See if he can come up clutch here. Takes a swing over to third, misplayed, and Bunch will get on base to start the inning for the Alumni. Number 27, Grant Berman, could not hang on to it at the hot corner.
And now batting for the Alumni, number 18, Phil Polanco.
Phil Polanco pitched the scoreless frame just moments ago, which was really more about his battle with the base runner Jesse Piquel, but he got out of it without giving up a run. He pops it up to first there, and he's out of there. Bunch remains at first, 1 away.
One out, one on. Now batting number 2, Peyton Milone.
Number 2, Peyton Milone. Class of 2012. At first, Justin Bunch. High and outside. One ball, one strike. 1 out. 1 runner on first. Outside for, what do they call it, a strike? 1 and 2. Carter Kessinger on the mound. Bunch goes, and they get him. So Bunch trying to be aggressive to get his team in scoring position, crack this 2-0 lead, but he's thrown out at second by the varsity. Bronson Balhome behind the plate. So he's had a couple of nice defensive plays today. He threw out the runner on second. He had that warning track catch in left field, switching around positions. He's 2 for 2 at the plate. He might be the star of the game so far, except for the 2-run RBI single by Logan Pollock. But in terms of consistency and just being all over the field, Balhome is having himself a day. So swinging a bit more aggressively maybe now for the Alumni is Milone.
Now it's full. No, boy, back up.
Full count, 2 outs. Carter Kessinger looks in to Peyton Milone, and he walks him. So they have another chance, another base runner for the Alumni.
Fetsky, wearing number 8 today.
Max Fetsky. He singled his first time up. Fetsky to short. Can he beat the throw to first? No. Nice play by the Knights, the varsity squad, getting out of it. Carter Kessinger, number 3, the first baseman, scooping it out. Connor Skirdick. And the score remains, well, he keeps saying it after that first inning where they put up 2. It's been 2-0 ever since. The varsity, in the middle of the 6th inning. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. The Alumni, no runs, 3 hits, 3 errors. Polanco remains on the mound. He had a very workmanlike effort last inning. We'll see what he's got left in the tank in the 6th. Number 1, Devin Ornelas leads off for the varsity in the bottom of the 6th. And yes, Hunter Green is the first base coach. The senior shortstop and pitcher. Looks comfortable out there. He's probably a long way away from his actual coaching days, but now he can list some experience on his resume. Taking it inside, showing a bit of a bunt. Here's Ornelas. Wouldn't that be something if you were the number 1 pick in the Major League Draft and they said, we want you to play first base coach this year? We've got too many pitchers. Fair ball. Nice play. Oh, missed play on the throw. A little high. Pitcher running in fast. Polanco. Don't know who to blame. We don't want to blame anybody. It's the Alumni game, but let's take a look at the replay. Nice play there. Made it first of all, by the first baseman as he's maybe looking for a little like, come on, I did my job. It's number 27. Take a look. There it is. But the throw was not there. Rodarte's efforts for naught. Runner on again for the varsity. And runner goes. And runner safe. Devin Ornelas. '21 at the plate, Chase Rowe, junior outfielder. His first at bat. Takes for a ball. And aggression on the base pass. Devin Ornelas over to third now.
Run moves over to third on that.
It's only a 2-0 lead, so if they can get one more on to protect this lead and hold off the Alumni, could be key, could be the difference by the end of the game. Fouling it off is Chase Rowe. Another note on Green over there at first base coaching. If it were to happen, I believe he would be the first ever high school right-handed pitcher to go #1 overall in the draft. Rowe draws a walk. Runners at the corners for the Knights, the varsity Knights. Number 20, Jalen Parks comes to the plate. Catcher having words with the umpire. Not sure about what. Logan Pollock is the third base coach, by the way. Pollock's got the look. He's got the jacket, the shades. He looks like a third base coach. He's giving signals. I think he's just giving signals, not actual I don't think they mean anything. He's just kind of playing the part. Strike.
Hey, got a duck on the pond here, dog. Maybe get job done. Good job done.
Pollock looks like he's playfully telling the runners to shorten their leads. One and two. Jalen Parks. Runners on the corners, nobody out. 2-0 lead for the varsity. Swings back into the netting. Foul. Polanco still on the mound. Polanco, he likes to check the base runners. If nothing else, he'll give a look over there. A long stare to first base. Maybe trying to intimidate the runners to stay on base.
Hey, coach, blame it on me. Let me give him a little heel tap. Let me give him a little heel tap.
Fouled. And about 10 JV players couldn't make a play on that ball in the stands. Those are the guys that were goofing off a couple innings ago. Get it together. No, they're having a good time. Actually playing catch over there. Some players have their gloves off. Runner on third. Fires to first for the out, but he gave a look over to Devin Ornelas before he threw it, said, hey, I see you. You ain't going anywhere. And now he's walking back over to him to let him know he still sees him. Couple words. Number 8, Max Fexke, the third baseman, with the play. Number 7, Dalen Reyes at the plate now, his first at bat. Listed as an infielder, outfielder, and right-handed pitcher. Ornelas at third. having dialogue with Vexky and his third base coach, Logan Pollock. And a nice, sharp hit to first, retrieved by Rodarte for the out. Dalen Reyes is out. Number 18, Matthew Hamilton, about to take his second at bat. He's got runners on second and third with 2 outs. Pollock looking like he's getting some honest advice now on how to third base coach, or maybe giving Coach Dill or an assistant coach advice. Nice, going back into position now. Hamilton against Polanco. Fouls it off. Polanco gets Hamilton to swing and miss. Polanco probably the most deliberate pitcher today, taking the most time between pitches, but he's also had to work a lot with runners on base and keep his eye on them. Hamilton's swing and a miss, down on strike, so Polanco gets out of another jam. Folks, it's still 2-0 after 6 innings. So definitely the varsity's had some threats, but for the most part the Alumni has withstood any further damage after that first inning where the varsity put 2 on the board. Ever since then it's been all zeros on either side. 8 hits total in the ball game, 4 errors. Varsity for the 7th sends out Lucas Gordon to pitch. 7 innings, 7 pitchers today for the varsity. They have really gone through the depth chart and given us a look at who they'll be throwing out on the mound this year for the upcoming season, which, as we mentioned, starts officially next Saturday with tournament play, February 25th. The Knights coming off a 1911 season last year, 10-8 in league play, a 4th-year finish in the Mission League. You've seen them use a lot of different players as well at the plate, getting some work in this Alumni game. Freshman team still here on the elevated first base dugout area. The JV team still watching from the elevated third base dugout area. And the Alumni looking for a last-ditch effort to tie this game or take the lead. And their hopes will start with number 30, Pedro Aldape, from the class of '09. Went to Occidental College. Also a member of a team that won the CIF championship at Dodger Stadium in '08. Now living in La Puente, California, is Pedro Aldape. Aldape swings, pops it up, out of play into the parking lot here at Notre Dame.
I'm gonna have to do varsity guys do the bullpen. Can we get some of those?
1-1. Gordon, the lefty. Aldape with a base hit, and the rally begins.
7th inning rally, that's a hit.
for the Alumni.
And while we're at it, Principal Connie has picked the winning ticket for the 50-50 raffle. How much cash? Well, there's a ton of cash. 450. Lock the door.
Number 32, Tim DeGrassi.
302.
From the class of '87. We'll try to at least move the runner along.
Tim DeGrassi at the plate, number 30.
Nobody out. DeGrassi caught the first half of the game and gets away from the catcher. Aldape sliding into second safely. So runner in scoring position. Once again, it's only a 2-0 lead. Can the Alumni manufacture enough runs to tie it in the 7th, or perhaps take the lead? That's been the story since the first inning.
If you have the winning ticket, bring it to the booth, and I'll split the money with you.
DeGrassi lives out in Saugus, California now, so a little bit of a drive for him. Would like to go home with a victory. Fouled into that parking lot again. That's a line drive. That would have hit a car for sure, but luckily that parking lot is cleared today. Gordon checks the runner, pitches. Laying off is DeGrassi. Giving a little arm motion as if to say, saw the motion. That ball was coming in, saw where it was going to break, and used better judgment. Aldape with a sizable lead at second base. Oh, a big reach by DeGrassi, and he's tricked by the lefty Gordon, down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
The Alumni is still alive, folks. Coming to the plate, Coach Alec Moss.
So for the Alumni, that brings up
The dugout lights up.
Coach Alec Moss. He's a current assistant coach on the varsity team. Yeah, he probably has the most vocal at bats. Both dugouts kind of lay into him when he's up there at the plate, as he still has strong current connections to both sides. Swings, gets a piece of it.
All right, here's the rules of the game.
Oh, here it is. Really?
Hold on, we have a winner.
This is Mr. Allegretti. You're so much to this school. It couldn't be a better person. You're could not be a better person.
Cocktails, let's go.
Congrats. Gives like blood.
1-1 the count, 1 out.
You couldn't ask for a better person to win. So you can announce
How much was the slip?
Mike
450 for you? Congratulations. Well, you got a lot of wins for the umpires.
2-1 to Moss.
Mike Allegretti was a tremendous, tremendous.
Moss, a member of the 2000 CIF champions, stays alive.
Thank you so much. Couldn't be a nicer family.
Great supporter of the program here, Mike Allegretti.
Yay. That makes my day.
$900 a day. He takes home $450. Drinks are on him.
Moss lines one to short, and they get him at first, so he got some good bat on it, but
Really nice at bat.
does not get on. But you know what? He moves the runner over
All right, they're down to that last
to
out.
third. And yes, there's only 1 out. 1 out away. It's 2 outs. They only have 1 out left to survive, and that'll come down to the class of '64's Bob Rice. Can he bring home the first run that would keep this game alive for the Alumni? Down 2-0 to the varsity. That's been the story, as we keep mentioning, since the first inning. when the varsity put up 2 on that 2-run single by Logan Pollock, who ended the game at third base coach if it ended right now. Bob Rice, living in Marin County. This is on that one. 0-2, down to the last strike for the Alumni. Lucas Gordon on the mound. Aldape at third. Rice lays off for a ball. Gordon gets Rice down on strikes. Now we're waiting to hear, is that the end of the game? Usually a 7-inning game, folks. But today, there seems to be some deliberation on the field. The Alumni is already taking the field. So the game is not over. The Alumni is on the field. The varsity still looks hesitant to play on. Is the Alumni pulling some trickery here? Are they trying to convince the varsity that they play 9 innings at the high school level? Is this a why in my day speech? Why in my day we played 9 innings? No. Well, now varsity's got the helmet on and the bat, so we're still playing. Unless they're just playing out the bottom of the 7th. Mystery is unfolding once again at Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks. We go to the bottom of the 7th, the varsity against the Alumni. On the mound now for the Alumni, number 32, Tim DeGrassi. Maybe DeGrassi said, listen, I drove from Saugus. You guys aren't going to let me pitch. Can we get one more inning to this game? Is that a thing?
Yep.
All right, bottom of the 7th.
Number 24, Cole Dale at the plate for the varsity. So we've had the mysterious number 6, who we thought was Matt McNabb. We had the mysterious inning that started with a runner on first for no particular reason. And now we have the mysterious bottom of the 7th, even though the team that would get your traditional last licks is already winning. And errant throw to first. Cole Dale is safe. We've had players coaching first and third base. Number 2, Jesse Bickel. Nobody out. Tim DeGrassi. Past the catcher. Over to second is Cole Dale.
Coach Dickman, home run. Hey, you swing it, Jesse. You swing. Jessica? This is the key. Oh, yeah, I do. My bad. Nah, I gotta take it off.
And drawing a walk is number 2, Jesse Bikel. We saw he can be very active on the base paths. Of course, ahead of him this time, he has Cole Dale at second. Maybe they do a double steal. Steal anybody's ball game. Grant Berman, number 27, fouls it off.
Now playing number 27, Grant Berman.
And that gets away. And the runners do advance to second and third. Berman pokes one through the infield, and now finally that lead is extended. A 2-run single in the bottom of the 7th inning for a 4-0 varsity lead. Number 10, Drew Litwin up to the plate. Berman on first, of course. Nobody outs. Litwin, 1-2 the count. DeGrassi on the mound with those black socks with the yellow trim, very Pittsburgh-ish. Don't know if he has any ties to the city of Pittsburgh. I believe the only sports town where all the major sports teams have the same color pattern, the Pirates, Steelers, and the Penguins. Black and yellow. Drew Litwin at the plate. Grant Berman on first. Taking. Away and outside. 2-2 the count. Grassy. Called strike. Down goes Litwin.
Wow.
44, Carter Kessinger. We saw him on the mound. Now he's at the plate, loosening up, trying to face the elder statesman, DeGrassi. Takes a strike. Also listed as a first baseman on the roster. Over to third. You get the force at second. pulling up. Hopefully he's okay. Okay, he is. Grant Berman came away short. Almost thought he might have hurt his ankle there for a second, but he's running off the field in good spirits and in good health. Number 1, Devin Ornelas. Back up to the plate.
I'm not going to worry about it. I'm done asking. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just trying to get on camera. That's all I just want to get on. Just want to get on camera. I'm going to do this and get on
Ball
camera.
gets by the catcher again. Over to second goes Carter Kessinger.
Jumbotron. I don't want to really be obvious about it, but I just want to get on Jumbotron.
2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Strike. It's a piece of it. 1-2. And looping one into that gap in right center. Bringing a runner home and now making his way to third. He may turn the corner. No, he will slide into third with a triple. Number 1, Devin Ornelas. And he fakes going home, but he'll stay there. Make it 5-0 for the varsity.
Chase Rowe.
Number 21, Chase Rowe, has a chance to get himself in the RBI category in this game with a runner on third. 2 outs. Rowe takes for ball 1. Swing and a miss by Rowe. Ornelas back to third. And a strikeout by DeGrassi. So varsity extends their lead 5-0. There you go. They just wanted to play out the 7 innings, full frames. That is your ball game. So in the alumni game today from Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, the varsity defeats the alumni 5-0 in really a day that's a celebration of longtime coach Tom Dill. 25 years here with the program. Had a beautiful pregame ceremony for him. The alumni started off the day with a home run derby and then this 7-inning ball game full of good sportsmanship, a couple of big hits. Alumni played it tight most of the game. Varsity really only broke it open at the very end there in a extra half inning that was just played to, well, for fun. But that's it for LivePlaySports.tv's coverage today of the alumni game. We'll have Notre Dame baseball all season long for you. They officially start the season in tournament play next Saturday, February 25th. And despite the storm coming through last night, we end the day actually with some blue skies, a lot of sunshine on the field. And a great day celebrating Coach Dill as his varsity squad beats his alumni 5-0. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan for LivePlaySports.tv. Thanks for watching baseball with us.
Turn on the Warrior.